All right, so what if you're a landlord and you're used to renting and either you're okay with running a tenant in your property, but you're kind of sick of dealing with the tenant headaches? Well, we have a very cool system called an assign out or an executive lease purchase, whereby we option your property for a short period of time that you and I agree on. It could be 90 or 120 days, which is typically all we need. We go out and we find our reserved buyer who needs time. They need time to fix credit or they need time for what the bank calls seasoning to provide 2 years of tax returns. Either one of those, we vet and we make sure that they're a very good buyer. We then assign that buyer back to you and we step away. It's the least profitable deal for us as investors, and it's the most lucrative option for you. We've done hundreds of them because people like that you don't need us in the middle, frankly. Or you're used to renting, but you want to get rid of the landlord headaches. They love this system. There's a couple of reasons for this. One is that you have a buyer in your home, not a tenant. That buyer takes care of the property like it's theirs. They fix it like it's theirs. They pay all the bills like it's theirs. They capture appreciation or a market drop like it's theirs. The only thing is, they don't have a mortgage yet. So we're going to put them in through that vetting process before we turn them over to you. You're going to have the final say. We're just going to kind of advise you based on our experience what we would do. And then that buyer will cash you out. Typically the shortest term out of all of our deals that we offer, because we stepped away. It's going to be somewhere between 18 and 24 months tops. Now, there is a 2 to 5% tiny default rate. If that was to happen, you would already have received a non-refundable small down payment. You would have principal pay down if you have an underlying loan. You'd have cash flow every month. And in the unlikely event that it did happen, you would call us to either reinstall another tenant buyer, or you'd go on the conventional market and just sell it outright. Either one of those is a good scenario. The best scenario, which we can all agree on, is we set the buyer up to win and they cash you out. So an assign out or executive lease purchase is great if you don't need us in the middle. It's great if you want all the money monthly or all the money on price and there just isn't any room for us in the middle. So there's some scenarios where that works as a backup to all of the other methods. I'd love to have a private conversation with you and see if that is something that you're interested in and if it would work for you. I can tell you, if you have rental properties, now is the best thing for you to do is to slowly turn them over to a tenant buyer occupied property. We can create some serious cash flow, longer term wealth for you, and a little bit of now money as well. Who doesn't like that? I look forward to having a private call with you. Feel free to send me an email at Allison, ALLISON, at mountainvalleyconsulting.net.